Hello and welcome to this video, which is part of the BaZi Four Pillars Explained series. This is the third video in the series, and today we are focusing on the BaZi Day Pillar, which is your day pillar. So, what exactly is the day pillar? The day pillar represents you, your inner being, your core self, how you connect with others, especially, and it also represents your closest relationships in your life, especially with your spouse. It also reflects your home environment and the physical self. Understanding your day pillar helps you to align with your authentic self and build long lasting, harmonious relationships. Hi, I am Jayashri Bose, founder of Tian Run Academy and the Geo Principles, with over 2 decades of practical experience in Feng Shui, Bazi, Chimendunjia, I Ching, and Zeri. I empower businesses and individuals to unlock their true potential and to take control of their destiny. So, without further ado, today let's dive into your day pillar and what it represents. So, this is where in your BaZi chart you need to look for day. All right. Now, wherever you find day written, that entire pillar is known as the day pillar. Okay. Now, unlike the year pillar, which represents your social self, your month pillar, which represents your career self, the day pillar is absolutely personal. It represents you and your spouse, your relationship with your spouse, your home, and your physical body. The hour pillar represents your inner thoughts, your employees, and your children. So the day pillar consists of the stems and the branch. This is how it will look in your BaZi chart. Now you see this is day written, all right, and the date of birth is also given. So in this case, the stem is yin fire, ting yin fire, and the branch is snake. So if someone were to ask this person, what is your day pillar? The answer would be yin fire snake. All right, because it consists of the stem and the branch, because pillar means the stem and the branch. But if someone were to ask you what's your day stem, then it would be ting yin fire. Now in BaZi, the common way to ask for the day stem is day master. The word which is used to represent your day stem is called day master. All right, because this is what represents you. This represents you and yourself. Okay. So the day master in this case is yin fire, and the day pillar is yin fire snake. So right now you might be thinking, what is the difference between the day stem, the month stem, the year stem? What's the difference between all of them? Because they somehow represent part of you in each of the stems, right? Okay. So here's the difference. When somebody meets you for the first time, they are looking at you or they see these qualities, which is in this case, Bing Yang fire qualities. Okay. So if like a supermarket person whom you meet regularly and you buy groceries from, they see you from the year stem perspective. They don't know you, right? They haven't been to your home. They haven't interacted with you personally. It's just transactional interaction that you have with them. They see you in the supermarket, you buy your groceries, you give your groceries, they bill you, you pay them when you come out. So their interaction with you is through the year stem. That is what they see. Now, the people you work with, okay, the ones you work with, see the month stem, okay, because why? They interact with you and you're at work. They are not again interacting with you personally. They're interacting with you at work. So they see the month stem. So they know a bit more about you. Besides the year stem, they also see the month stem. Very close friends, your spouse, your children. Now they see your day stem, okay? Because that is you personally. So if you wanted to explain this in a very layman language, I would simply say the year stem is what people see you when they meet you for the first time. The month stem is what they see if they are working with you. And if they know you personally, then they know the day stem or your inner core nature. Because this part of your four pillars, the month and the year, represents your outward nature. Okay, your outward nature. And this represents your inner nature or your core nature. Okay. Now, this is what people see or what is visible. Now, these guys here, when you divide up the BaZi chart, the branches here are hidden, right? It's not visible. Only when they work, let's say somebody knows you socially for many, 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 many years, then they also see this. Only socially, okay? Now I'm talking social pillar. Now let's say they know you at work and they have worked with you and they're working with you regularly day in, day out, then they will see this as well. All right? Now your spouse knows you via this. This is your relationship with your spouse. This is your relationship at work. And the month pillar represents your relationship at work. And your social relationships are represented by the year pillar. The day pillar or the day branch represents your relationship with your spouse or your close, near, and dear ones. It also represents your home and it represents your physical body. Now, in BaZi, when you go deeper into BaZi, we also study the 5 structures and the 10 profiles. Now, you might be thinking, oh, right now you're talking about day pillar. How come 5 structures and 10 profiles? They're all interlinked, all right? So these are part of, like you see, RW is written. Here you see DR, RW, HO. These are all part of the 10 profiles. The 5 structures are the 5 elements and which element is highest and which element is lowest. And the day master, which I just said, which is the day master, the day stem in BaZi language is known as the day master. We don't call it the day stem, we call it the day master. And the day branch is called the spouse palace. So let's learn a little bit more about this. Like I already said, the self and the spouse palace are divided into two. Okay, so the day stem is called as what? The day master, right? So this is the day master. Now, we are not going to deep dive into the day master right now because there are 10 kinds of day masters, all right? So today we are going to focus only on the spouse palace and what it represents, what it means, what are the connections you can make. So these are the things we'll look into today. The day master will be covered in our 3-day BaZi journey event where we'll be looking into the emotional intelligence, crisis management, financial management, belief system, personal growth, talents, etc. of the day master in day 1 of the 3-day BaZi live event. But more about that later on. Let's focus on the day branch right now. Okay. So the day branch or the spouse palace, it represents the relationship with your spouse or it represents your spouse. Now, in this case, you might ask me, does the gender matter? No, it really doesn't matter. Okay, your gender, even if you belong to the LGBTQ group, it doesn't matter. If you have a spouse or if you have a long-term committed relationship, then the day branch is your partner, okay, or your spouse. So gender really doesn't matter. Physically, the day branch represents your body and internal organs, okay, and it represents your middle age, 35 to 60 years. What will happen during that particular age and what is going on in your life during that particular age is determined by the day pillar. Now, the place it represents is your home or your home office. Now, the emotions related to the day pillar is affinity with spouse, feelings about your spouse or your home, how you communicate with others, how do you connect with others, your inner foundations, your inner principles, and your innate character. Now, in BaZi, there's also the 12 earthly branches which interact with each other. To understand whether the day branch or the spouse palace is affected, whether you're going to have some issues with your health because the day branch also represents your health, you need to understand those earthly branches interactions. As you've learned, the day pillar represents many things: how you communicate with others, your home, your relationship with your spouse, your body, your internal organs, your physical health, and your middle age. But the day pillar is just a minuscule bit of BaZi. In fact, the 4 pillars itself are very little bit of BaZi. So it's the BaZi comprises of 8 characters. Example, this chart. So when you look at this chart, there are 8 characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, BaZi is a study of interactions. Besides what the pillars represent, it's also a study of interaction. To dive deeper into your personal journey and unlock the true potential of your BaZi chart, I would like to invite you to your BaZi Journey, a 3-day live event. Now, during those 3 days, we will deep dive into your 10-day masters, the 5 structures, and the 10 profiles. So, what does that mean for you? It means basically we'll look into who you are, what you need to do to maximize your potential, and how you operate. So, without further ado, go to the description below, click on the link, and sign up for the 3-day event. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, then do give it a thumbs up, do subscribe, and click on the notification bell icon. See you in the next video.